Welcome to our deep dive into Tick Tock, a tale for two. In this creepy and captivating puzzle game, you'll follow the mysterious journey of Amalia, searching for her lost sibling, Lerk. With its eerie atmosphere and comic-style storytelling, this game will keep you hooked from start to finish. Get ready for a thrilling adventure full of twists, as you solve puzzles and uncover secrets in a world that is both intriguing and unsettling. Let's explore every detail of this unique experience. Join us as we break it all down. The interface of the game will go on like this. If you are the player one, you have to be intelligent, trust me. It says, today you and your friend received two strange packages, each contained an old clock. And let me show you what happens next. You can see that player 1 has received a letter like, "This clock K is part of game, a gift I made for my sister, to have a fighting chance." Play with a friend and tell each other what you read and see. If you find my sister, tell her, I miss her. The package also contains an article, and it says that Amalia's sister is missing and she had lastly seen her at 10:30. Now, we have to find her. And here, the main character is Amalia, who has sent us the packages. Let's see what player 2 package contains. Here, the letter says same but reveals a clue that we have to wind clocks up, so it can take us to the past. And here we found another piece of article. Let us connect both to found something new. By connecting these, we found that we need to change the clock time to exact 12 o'clock. Now see the magic. This will be the same for both players. This interface is trying to tell us that Amalia wants us to know. We are going to see the places used to known by Amalia and her sister Lerk. It will take you to the past and show you for places as for screens, and it is same for both players. First place is having a clock and a train puzzle. The second place having a house. The third place having a well. And the fourth place having a shop named as Ravn's Clock. The train puzzle missing a control key, so we should solve next puzzle. By turning on the bulb and rotating the engine wheel, it reveals a clue. It says, Lerk, I hope you like your present. Turn it anti-clockwise 3 times, clockwise twice, anti-clockwise twice, then keep turning it clockwise. And do not let go. Now player 2 should solve the puzzle by following this clue. First, turn it anti-clockwise 3 times and clockwise twice, and again anti-clockwise twice, and keep turning it clockwise until it's open. Here we found the path of the train puzzle, but we don't have the control key, so let's find it. To find the control key, you should get into the well, the second screen's place. Scroll down to get there. The puzzle should be solved like this. Here we found the missing control key. We should fit the key in its place. At the same time, you should finish the puzzle by the instructions of player 2. And after this, you should guide the player 2 to finish the puzzle. Half of the train puzzle has finished for now. To find the another part of train puzzle, you should go to Ravn's clock. To open the Ravn's clock, you should swipe the screen left or right until the clock shows exact 9 o'clock. After it happens, enter into the Ravn's clock. And Ravn's clock contains a puzzle. To fix the puzzle, again get into the player 2 screen. In this frame it says Wednesday edition, so keep it aside. And here it says 18th, so again keep this aside. And here it says March, so we found another clue. Now solve this puzzle with this clues. Now the player 1 should guide the player to finish the remaining train puzzle. Now player 2 should guide the player 1 to finish the puzzle. And finally we finish the puzzle and crack this chapter. This will be the same for both players, and then you have to click on the train to get into the next chapter. After entering the chapter 2, the interface will go on like this for player 1. And it says it was getting harder to find animals for my experiments, but still new one-eye owls get access to easily. After that we will move a few more years far from the previous chapter. As usually we are having the same for places as for screens because it is the past but a few years after from the previous chapter. Now you should enter the house to know the puzzle. Now open the door and scroll down. By removing the knob from the wooden box, it reveals the clue. And also disturbing the lizard will reveals another clue. And clicking on the rope will also reveal another clue. Keep this all aside, and go to the player to screen to solve it. Don't get confused by the bells, it's just a puzzle. If you observe it carefully, you will find a letter like this. And in the letter, Amalia trying to tell us that if we play the secret melody, by ringing the bell the door will open and there will be something. We have already found the clues according to this, so we should use them here. We know the clues, but we don't know. Sorry, you don't know how to use them, so let's see. First, identify the number, and match the place after it, like this. Observe it carefully. Now back to the player to screen to use them. The door will automatically opens after playing the melody. Now scroll down to see what it contains. Tap the wooden box until it cracks, then you will find something. Now the clock is trying to say something. To understand what the clock trying to say, follow this trick. Consider the number as a direction where it stops. Up, right, up, 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 right, down. Okay, now keep them all aside. Now we have to enter the Ravn's clock. You will know how to enter the Ravn's clock if you watch the part 1. If you haven't watched the part 1 till now, please go watch. The link will be in the description. After entering the Ravn's clock, collect the letter and key. Now enter into the post office to post the letter. After posting the letter, you will get a slip like this. Now keep the slip aside. We will talk about it later. Again, go back to the player 1 screen and enter to the Ravn's clock. The letter telling both of the players that you have to check on the tools after closing the clock shop and opening the shop with a key. Now the task is how the player 1 will find the key. Don't worry guys, just follow me. Now go to the post office room. Wait, before entering to it, remember the thing we kept aside a few minutes ago in player to screen. This clue will works now, and let's see how. Go to the post box number 28 and apply these directions. Northwest. East is in the position, and west is also in the position. So, now southwest. Now click the button below. Open the letter, call it the key and back to the Ravn's clocks. To use the key, put the time in this clock back to the 12 o'clock. Now you can use the key. To understand and solve the puzzle, Get back to the player to screen. The book contains the introduction about the marbles using in the clock you have seen in the clock. And this book contains the information about how the marbles work. It says, Tiger's eye left to the quartz, malachite cannot be next or far next to the ruby, and ruby cannot be next or far next to the tiger's eye. And wind the clock up by turning the top right gear clockwise twice after finishing the setup. Now again back to the player 1 screen. By the above 3 key points, you get an order of the marbles like this. Apply the order. After finishing the setup, move the white slider behind the malachite. Then rotate the top right gear clockwise twice. It will close automatically. Now set the clock to the 12 o'clock. Now observe the sequence of the clock, and consider the number as a direction like I told before. Right, right, down, right, down, down, right. Now go to the train station and attach the directions we collect before at the first clock. As usual, by clicking on the train you will get into the next chapter. And here it says, it was easier than I thought to extract time from animals. I had to learn how to do the same with people. As usual, it takes you a few more years far from the previous chapter. The train station was replaced by the new places, but the remaining places are same. And the end goal is to open the gate. So first of all, enter the house to know what's happening in there. Now, I will make it easy for you to understand. As you can see, every digit of the landline have a sentence in it. The thing you have to do is find the order of the sentence and dial to the digit sequence. By observing this, the order of the sentence I got is this. 2 asterisk 430. The middle one will help us, so save it. Now go to the same place in player to screen. And again the sequence of the sentence, I got is this. Again, by going up there, you will see a mechanical Ravn locked in the cage. To unlock this, ask the player 1 to read the clue in the previous house. Set the alphabets in the boxes to the name call. And now observe the bird actions and count the odd blinks and noises. Now keep them aside, we will use it later. And back again to the player 1 screen. Now both players have to skip the post office, as there is nothing to do yet. Now get into Ravn's clock, and get down to the basement. There you will see a co-puzzle, and it should be solved together. Both players have to turn on the device at the same time, and then only you can help each other. The process should go on like this, and let me show you the both screens. And in case, if you are confused, just follow this order above. Now remember the full direction points from both images so we can use it later. By observing these frequencies, we can find something. Let's see. Now we have discovered that we have to use the direction points that we collected before to open the post box named 34. So, let's go to the post office in the player to screen. Now find the post box number 34 and adjust the 4 directions we collected before, as shown. Now save the letter and get into the player 1 screen. Now take out the letter we saved before. Repeat the process again. Now observe the light sequence and note them. Now remember the diagram from the house. It showed the Morse code on the left half and the mechanical raven on the right half. Go back to the gate and light the bulbs around the village so that the left gate copies the Morse code sequence and the right gate copies the mechanical raven sequence. Now apply these sequences to the bulbs, so we can open the gates, and it's same for the both players. That's it, the puzzle ends. From here, I don't explain you because you should know it by yourself. And that wraps up our journey through Tick Tock, A Tale for Two, Chapter 3. It's been an incredible ride exploring all the puzzles and twists this game has to offer. I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I did. If you liked the content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment to share your thoughts. Thanks for sticking with me through the whole series. Catch you in the next one.